Hello Ramen Nation, Chris Cobain here bringing you another Pokemon Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire Wi-Fi battle. First things first, if I don't sound like myself today, I apologize. I'm feeling a little under the weather. I didn't want to miss out on doing a YouTube video today, even though I don't feel my best. So if that's the case, cut me a little slack, please. Anyway, I'm moving on. This is a really cool battle against a subscriber in my Twitch chat named AnarchyKitsune, and this is a really difficult battle for me, and it always is against Super OU, but that's okay. That's why I allow everything. I like the challenge. Let's take a look at the teams real quick. I'm running Porygon Z, Nidoking, Rapidash, Tangrowth, Florges, and a Metagross, obviously my non-mega version of it. Anarchy is running Heatran, Gallade, Thundurus, Landorus, Latios, I always forget which one it is, and Rotom Wash. So as you can see, his team is very OU. Everything on that team, I believe, is just straight out OU, I think, except for Gallade, which is borderline 1, I believe. So either way, when I'm up against teams like this, it's really hard on me, but like I said, I like the challenge. It provides me with a good test of my skills, I guess. I have to be on top of my game to fight them off. So let's go ahead and get into the battle, guys. This was a really good one, and I feel like I played pretty well, as did my opponent. So he actually goes ahead and leads off with his Rotom Wash. I led up with Porygon. I wasn't really the best lead for me, for his team, but with Rotom, it was beautiful. I am Choice Specs, I'm Adaptability, and I actually one-hit it with Tri-Attack, which caught me off guard. Obviously not your special defensive set. I don't know if it's physically defensive or maybe even offensive, but either way, Outspeed wrecked it, which was awesome. He goes into Lando and actually reveals Scarf and goes for Superpower. I was not scared of that, actually. When he switched in, I didn't think anything would one-hit me. I was pretty sure that I could live an Earthquake. So I just kind of stayed in. I did not expect Earth Power, so I'm going to switch into Nidoking. I know he's going to be locked into Superpower, so on the switch, I'm going to go for Earth Power because I'm trying to get Heatran to come in, but I think he predicts that because Ice Beam would have been easy, so he actually makes a nice switch and eats that up. You know, Earth Power fails on Levitate, so that sucks. So I'm going to go into Metagross. I'm Choice Specs. I eat this all day. He can't touch me. But it turns out that he is also Choice Scarfed. He is carrying 2 of them, and that he has Trick. So now I'm Choice Scarfed, and he's Assault Vested. That kind of sucks. He's going to switch into his Heatran as I go for Zen Headbutt. I did that. Best attack I could really go for. So I actually go for it again here, which seems odd, but the prediction was that he wouldn't go for he wouldn't go for Lava Plume because I have Flash Fire in the back. Made the right call. I got the Toxic miss, obviously, because I'm Steel. So now I'm going to go ahead and switch right into Rapidash to try to take that Lava Plume. But again, I guess he's a little too scared of that and doesn't really care about Zen Headbutt. So he's going to go ahead and set up Stealth Rocks, which is a fair enough play. I can't really be mad at that. I have nothing to get rid of them, so they're up for good. It's really going to work against Dark Horse really badly, obviously. So now he actually reveals Protector. That kind of sucks. I went for Drill Run. I was really hoping that he would just stay in and go for like Earth Power, thinking that I didn't have a lot to touch him. Because if I'm not carrying Drill Run, really Rapidash can't do monkey crap to a Heatran. So unfortunately he does have the Protect, and he's going to know what I'm going for. So I'm going to go ahead and double out at this point into Florges. Now I double out into Florges, hoping that he goes into the Lottie. Unfortunately, he does not. He goes into the Lando. That's completely fine. It's alright. He goes ahead and gets that Intimidate. Obviously, it doesn't matter. So again, I'm aware this thing is Choice Scarfed. I actually am going to stay in here because I'm positive he won't go for Earthquake because Tangrowth is in the back, and that would do absolutely nothing to Tangrowth. So would also leave him in a pretty bad situation if I got a free move on Tangrowth to like knock something off. So he does U-turn out. I didn't want him to U-turn. I was hoping for something else, but he does U-turn, so obviously he trans the switch in there easily enough, and that eats that up because it's double resistant and all that other fun stuff, so darn it. That stinks. And right now, it's just really hard for me. There's so many things that stop me. I have to get something on this battle right now. I have to make some kind of play to give myself the upper hand. So I'm going to predict Toxic again, and I'm going to go into my boy Nidoking again, and I do get the Toxic on that one. And this is where the game really changes. It's really slow at this point. There's not a whole lot I'm able to accomplish, but I go for Earth Power, and I got him to stay in. Earth Power, super risky when he's carrying the Lottie and the Heatran, or not the, I'm sorry, the Lottie and the Lando in the back. But I just kind of assumed that that was too easy, that he would predict me to Ice Beam to take one of those out and stay in and try to hit me, and I got the prediction. It's mind games, boys. So after that, he brings in the Scarfed Lando again, ends up going for U-turn. Super risky, because if I want to Ice Beam there, he has no switches left for an Ice Beam. Gallade would have taken it alright, but not very well. So if I would have stayed in there, man, he'd been in trouble. So he does U-turn out, goes into his Thundurus here. As I go in, I'm going to protect up just to see what he wants to do here. I'm not really sure. He ends up going for Psychic. That's interesting. I don't really typically see that on Thundurus, but that's fine. I know that Florges can eat it up just perfect. And this is the big deal now, because his two best walls for Moonblast are gone. That's Heatran, obviously, and a defensive Rotom can take that pretty well. I've killed them both, so he really has about nothing for my Florges now. He can't really switch in anything. Lottie won't take it well, even with the AV. Gallade probably one hit before he Megas. Lando's not going to be bulky, so I'm free to actually just go for Moonblast. I get a crit, almost one hits him, which is pretty funny. But it doesn't. He does live, which is okay. I know, again, that he can't switch in anything, so he's just going to have to spam Thunderbolt here, hope for the best. He's doing really good damage, actually. He hits very hard. And I'm going to go ahead and Synthesis. You guys know I am a max special defense set. I'm not invested in defense or anything, so that's just straight out power. I know I get Synthesis for free there. I was already confident that he wouldn't risk any kind of random switch to try to predict that Synthesis. It was too risky for him, especially when Thundurus wasn't a big deal because I could wall it with Florges all day based on his moveset. I don't know what his last move was. He showed Thunderbolt, Hidden Power Ice, I'm assuming Psychic. You think it's T-Wave? I have a Roma for that though, so really he's a waste of my time, so that's cool. And I'm going to take him out with the Moonblast. So at this point, his best switch is going to be the Gallade. I'm aware it's going to be Mega right off the bat. He didn't Mega the Lottie. He already showed it was Scarf and now Assault Vested, so I know it's going to Mega. I actually stayed in here because Gallade likes to carry setup moves, and he shows Substitute. I did that because I knew he'd predict a switch into like Tangrowth. I was scared of like Bulk Up or Swords Dance or anything of that nature. Much rather would have had Substitute, or much rather would have had Bulk Up or Swords Dance so I could straight up power it. But unfortunately, he doesn't do the Substitute. But that's okay, because I did make the right play there. I knew that if I switched and he set up, I was going to be in trouble because at +2, if he likes Swords Dance, Rama's not going to take him very well, especially since I can't hit him very hard. So after I break the sub, he just kills me with Zen Headbutt. That's fine. And I'm going to switch into Metagross to try to get the Zen Headbutt. He does sub, obviously outspeeds me, even though I'm scarfed at this point because I'm not invested in speed at all. And he's max. He sets up sub there as I Zen Headbutt. I'm assuming that he's trying to get me to miss Zen at this point, so that he can set up a Swords Dance or something, but thankfully as he subs again, the RNG plays nice with me, and I do get a couple hits in a row, and it does not allow him, because again, if he sets up Swords Dance on me, it's almost GG, especially if it's like a Shadow Sneak set, you know, so Rapidash wouldn't be able to really take his +2 Shadow Sneak, but I do get the nice hits, no RNG crapping on me, which is good. He goes for close combat on the last hit there, and I'm going to take him out with the Zen Headbutt, which is good. So we're actually at 2-on-4, so I played really well at this point, actually. I'm very happy with how I've been playing at this point. He switches into the Lando. I actually switch into Nidoking. I switch into Nidoking for no particular reason outside of trying to sack it, honestly. He goes for Earthquake. I didn't really think he would. I thought he'd U-turn again, but that's okay. I am going to go down to that. But really, you know, him and the Lottie both outspeed me. There's no way I'm going to do any more damage, so it's a good sack for me. So I'm going to bring in Tangrowth since he's going for that Earthquake. I know he can't touch me, so he's going to be forced to switch out into the Lottie instantly. And I'm going to smash that with Knockoff, get rid of that Assault Vest. It's all good. We're playing fine. It does a little over half, which is great. And now I'm going to switch out because I'm scared of this, obviously. I'm scared of, like, Draco, so I switch into Metagross. Now, if Metagross was still AV, I probably could take this, honestly, take this Draco. But since I lost my AV and I'm not actually invested in special defense at all, there's no way I'm taking that. Way too powerful of a Pokemon, way too powerful of an attack, so Metagross goes down. But that's fine. He did exactly what I wanted him to, and that was basically make Lottie lose special attack. So I switch into my Scarfed Rapidash here. I know that even though he resists, that I can probably kill him with Flare Blitz. But actually, I'm predicting the switch into the Lando. I figured that was an easy play with the Intimidate and all that fun stuff. So I switch into Tangrowth. Unfortunately, he does not switch. He actually stays in and goes for the -2, excuse me, Draco. And that was really scary. At that point, I kind of thought I'd lost. But fortunately, thanks to the lowering of the special there, he actually doesn't do that much damage to me at all. So he goes for the Draco. I stay in because I thought I could live another one, but he actually misses, so I don't have to live another one, and I'm going to kill him with Knockoff. I would have lived that anyway. I think it would have been fine, but either way, I'll take it. He switches back into his last Pokemon, which is going to be that Scarflando. I switch into Rapidash here just to see what he does. I kind of thought he might U-turn. If he did, that was basically GG, because Rapidash would have eaten that up just fine, and I could have, like, Flare Blitzed him a couple times. He's not defensive at all, so I know Flare Blitz would hit for good damage. Instead, he just goes for Earthquake. That is going to kill me, obviously. I'm not 100% certain why he went for Earthquake on a choice set when I have Tangrowth sitting in the back. If he was carrying Stone Edge or something, that would have been better. Basically anything, but I don't know if at that point he had just given up or what the case may be, but either way, he crits that Earthquake, and I'm going to be able to finish him off with some straight out Giga Draining. Obviously, I don't want to knock off because I don't want to make him eligible to U-turn there, so instead I'm just going to keep eating up these Earthquakes, and we're going to finish him off with a bunch of Giga Drains. So it is a really good game here as we watch the finishing moments here. Again, it's just another Earthquake and another Giga Drain. Nothing special. We've already seen it. Rama is such a tank, man. Such a straight out tank. And he's going to go down to the final Giga Drain, which is good. But anyway, it was a really cool battle. I love, like I said at the beginning, I really love going up against these OU teams. But it took a really, really good play by me to get that going, because if I don't kill that Heatran, I don't win this game, obviously, but I wouldn't get anywhere, because with that Heatran on the field, it stuffed so many things. It stopped Rapidash from going for Flare Blitz with its Flash Fire. Since I was scarfed on Metagross at that point, I couldn't Earthquake it really because he had too many things to stop it. He was going to stuff Florgs, he was going to stuff Ramen. Really, the only chance I had to stop him was that Nidoking, and I just got him on it, thankfully. Sometimes it just goes down to mind games like that, you know? If he's going to predict me to Ice Beam, to predict him to switch, and I predict him to do that, it's all kind of predictions. That's how you got to play, I guess. But thankfully I got that kill, and after that, it wasn't a breeze. I'm not going to say it was a breeze, but after that, it made the battle a lot easier on me. It really helped me open up, helped Florgs open up, as you saw, and was able to pull away with that victory, which is good. So, thank you guys for taking the time today to watch the video. Much appreciated. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure you hit that like button at the bottom of the video there. It will help me out a lot. If you guys haven't subscribed, you can do so as well. It'll give you alerts whenever I put out new content. I get a video probably once every 5-6 days or so. So if you guys want to do that, much appreciated. And if you want to check out my Twitch channel, you haven't done so yet, you can do so at twitch.tv/xChrisCoban. I'll put a link in the description below for you guys if you want to give that a look. That would also be appreciated. So that's it for me, everyone. I'll be back. I don't even know what I was going for there. I'm stupid. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next video.